Welcome back to the last night on Earth. We are playing zombies against heroes. So now we finally get to see a fight, and not just one fight, but two fights. Every hero that's next to a zombie needs to fight, and here's how we do that. The heroes roll 2 fight dice, or 2d6 dice, and this guy was actually totally lucky. I have never seen me roll a double so quickly. The zombies roll 1 die. They didn't roll bad, but it wasn't enough. Whoever has the highest number is the winner. However, if the zombies roll higher, they inflict 1 wound on the heroes. But if the heroes roll higher, it's just they just fend off the zombies, but they actually do not wound the zombies. However, if you roll doubles and they're higher, then you actually get to wound the zombie, and zombies die on just 1 hit unless they're special kind of zombies. So Jack actually got this zombie killed. I still can't believe it. So all our hopes were on this zombie, and the zombie actually died. The fun in the hospital seems to be finished. Well, that was the first fight. Now let's move on to the other end of the board game, where the sheriff is going to try and fend off and maybe even kill this zombie friend. So the sheriff didn't get doubles, but he rolled pretty good too, and the zombies rolled a 3. That means that the zombie doesn't die, but it doesn't do anything to the sheriff. But that's not it. The zombies tried their best. They couldn't really do anything to the heroes, but don't worry, there are more zombies coming. We're gonna go ahead and go to step number 6 and place newly spawned zombies. We're gonna roll a d6 to see how many new guys come out. We roll a 3, so that means that we're getting 3 dead guys up on the board. We're gonna go ahead and place a zombie, yes, in the hospital spawning point. Why not? We definitely don't want to spawn one all the way out there. That doesn't seem to be good, but we can, since we have to make it even and put 1 on each spawning point, we're going to go ahead and put 1 there next to or close to the sheriff. He's ready to come out and help the other zombie guy. And then our last zombie we'll put right here, which is also kind of close to the action. So our zombies have been placed. That is the end of the zombie player's turn. Now back to the heroes. We're gonna start the turn with Jack. He is gonna go into the hospital and try and get that zombie killed, so he's gonna move. Jack rolls a 3, so here he goes. 1, 2, and he can actually stay right there. From there he can have the range necessary to attack that zombie. So moving on, we can exchange items, but there's no one to exchange with, so we're gonna go to shoot a ranged weapon, our favorite part. Jack shoots, and it's a hit. We get a 5, which means the zombie is bye-bye. So this zombie is dead. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, these heroes are like so lucky. I mean, they're killing zombies left and right. And you're right, they are, but they haven't made any progress, have they? I mean, they haven't found any of the stuff that they need to actually escape. And remember, time is running out. So on to the next hero we're gonna use. We'll move the nurse. She rolls a 6, and now that she's not alone anymore, she's got Jack to defend her. She's going to go back in the hospital. That way she can start searching next turn. So 6 it is. 1, 2. Now they could exchange items, but, well, Jack's got a revolver. He's doing pretty good with that. And Becky has nothing, so there's nothing that we want to exchange. Then shoot a ranged weapon, she's got none. And 4th and finally fight heroes, fight zombies, but there are no zombies to be fought. Now, let's move to the sheriff. He's got a zombie right there waiting for him. And he's got a ranged weapon. So he can try and move somewhere else and attack the zombie from a little further off, just in case he doesn't get to kill it and doesn't have to fight him. So let's see what he rolls first. So the sheriff rolls a 3, so what he's going to do is he's going to go ahead and move backwards towards that other building so he can go in and try and fight that zombie off. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, with that done, he can move on to exchanging weapons or items. That's not going to be done. Shoot a ranged weapon. Let's see what he rolls on his revolver. So this time around he rolls a 2, which is not enough to hit anything. But it also doesn't have us discard the revolver, which is a good thing. If we have gotten a 1, then we would need to get rid of that revolver, and I'm trying to hold on to that. So no hit. There are no zombies for him to fight. So we move on to Sally's turn. She's still in the high school. And zombies are getting closer, so she can move or she can search. I still want to try and search and get the stuff we need, so she's going to stay right there, risk it, and do a search. Well, it's nothing that we can use right away. She got ammo. It reads anytime a gun item would have to be discarded from this hero, you may discard ammo in its place. She doesn't have a gun right now, so but we'll keep it and keep on searching. Well, believe it or not, we've moved all of our heroes, so it's back to Zombieland. First thing we need to do is move that sun track marker. 13 turns to go. Now on to step number 2. We're gonna draw new zombie cards. We used up 2 zombie cards last turn, so we get to draw up to 4. That's 2 more cards. So there's our new hand. We have gotten a card that says play immediately, so we must resolve that one right now. Okay, so this card that we need to play right away is a new spawning pit. Okay, we can use some more of those, I guess. It's an event, just like every other zombie card. Play immediately. Roll a random building. The zombie player places a new zombie spawning pit marker in any space of the building. Okay, so we're going to roll 1d6. We rolled a 1. On the game board itself, in the corners, it tells us what the rolls mean. For example, if we've gotten a 2, we would be looking at that little arrow there. We would have gotten a 5. We would have looked at that right there. On a 6, it's zombie's choice. We rolled a 1, of course, because the zombie sucks at rolling. So number 1 is hero's choice. So the heroes get to choose where the new spawning pit and what building it's going to go. The heroes want to keep those zombies as far away as possible. So they're going to look at the end of the board game. There's a little building right there that nobody seems to care about. It's the farmhouse, and they decided to put the new spawning point right over there. Next up, the zombie player rolls to spawn new zombies, and being that he's being so very lucky, he gets a 2, which means no more zombies this turn. Wow, really? He better kill something this turn. So we're going to go ahead and move zombies. We have another shamble card. If you remember, that one is the one where it says that we, instead of moving just one, a zombie can roll a die and then move that amount of spaces. So let's roll for that. We're going to go ahead and use it on one of the zombies that was just spawned on an X. Still on an X. We roll a good number. We roll a 6. So let's go ahead and move that zombie. And you know, since we're bad zombies, we're gonna go ahead and try and get closer to that little girl that's all by herself, searching. We'll try and wound her. So we get to move 6. 1, 2, and remember, the zombies can move through walls, diagonally. They can just pretty much go wherever. 3, 4, and now because of zombie hunger, which is an interesting concept in the game, let me show it to you. Zombie hunger states that if a zombie can't talk, is adjacent to a hero, he needs to move onto that hero space. And if a zombie is already in a space that contains a hero, he won't move out of that space. Quickly, let's read it. The only restriction to zombie movement is that zombies have an unquenchable appetite for human flesh. As such, a zombie may never move out of a space with a hero, and if adjacent to a hero, the zombie must move into the hero space. If there is more than one adjacent hero, the zombie player may choose. So right now, our zombie is adjacent to a hero, so he's gonna have to move into that hero space. But that's exactly where we wanted him to move anyways, so we've done good. Now the zombie player doesn't have any more shamble cards, so the rest of the zombies are just gonna have to move 1 space. So this guy moves 1 space right there. And then we have our other two zombies over there by the sheriff. They'll both move closer to the sheriff, but won't get to him. There's one. And there's the other. So we've moved our zombies. Now we go to fighting heroes. We are going to have one fight right over here with Sally.